Happy Christmas. Thank you to all of you that insisted that I do another cooking show this Christmas. Today I'm making shortbread, a recipe that was handed down to me from my Scottish ancestors. You may notice that my kitchen has been refreshed, and I thank all the elves and fairies that helped me paint the kitchen. Now today, for the shortbread, I have created a simple recipe for you because I know many of you are challenged in the kitchen. Now the ingredients are flour, icing sugar and butter. Now the first step is to cut your butter up and place it in the bowl. Once you've cut up your butter, add your icing sugar. Now mix. Most people would use an electronic beater. But in this new age of the green, I recommend using your hands. Massage the icing sugar and butter into an even mix. Now that I've mixed the icing sugar and the butter, I add the flour. And again, with a special McLaughlin technique, I mix them. Once you've finished mixing the ingredients, you should wrap it up in Glad wrap and place it in the fridge for about 20 minutes. For your benefit, I have made some earlier. This is what it looks like when it's perfectly made. It has been in the fridge for a little over 20 minutes. The next stage is to roll out your dough thinly, and then you can use your cutouts and your imagination before putting the dough into the oven for cooking. A professional tip before rolling out, spread a little flour over your board. Note the technique, and also that I've used some flour on the rolling pin and the rolling board to assist me in my task. Now we've rolled out the dough, we can either cut it up in strips, if you're imaginative, or use cutouts like these. Apply them firmly into the dough, like so. Once you finish cutting out your glorious images, place them on a tray with baking paper and oil and then into the oven. The oven should be preheated to 160 degrees Celsius or 150 if you are fortunate enough to have a fan-forced oven. Now you leave them in the oven for approximately 20 minutes. Make sure you keep checking on them, and then you take them out when they're gloriously golden. Once the shortbread has been cooked, you can take it out of the oven, be careful, and then allow it to cool. Once cooled, you're free to decorate to your heart's content. As you can see here, I've already started decorating mine. Don't be disheartened if the first batch don't come out as perfect as this. Always like to experiment with my decoration, and this is going to be a happy senator. And this senator looks like they've spent a little bit too much time in the parliamentary dining room. And voila! I used to call this recipe Andrew's shortbread, but since my elevation to the Senate, It's now Senatorial shortbread, and I've democratised it by sharing my recipe with you. From the 108th Senator for South Australia, I wish you and your families a happy and safe Christmas.
Authorised by Senator Andrew McLaughlin CSC, Liberal Party of Australia.